Join the action in the second. The final shot before break. Conway. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are... Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off play action. Leach. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Christian Fulton. 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Winston. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Jameis to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now, pause here for an injury, and not the guy this offense wants to see hurting. That's Jameis Winston who's shaken up. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's third and goal. Looking to throw. Conway. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there. And
Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Back to throw. Leach. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Looking to throw. Leach. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Leach, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Leach. And this is going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll run on first down with Moss. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Conway completes this to Elijah Higgins. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the counter, this is Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conway. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Conway. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down. Conway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony Schwartz, a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Leach. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on second down. Conway. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Looking to throw. Conway. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Leach. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Operating from the gun. Leach. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Leach uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Conway under pressure, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They need 18 yards here on third down. Operating from the gun, Conway. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had